Friend, child, listen. I am having withdrawal is not the word I'm looking for, but that's what seems to be most suitable. Yesterday, I gave myself permission to take care of my body. Now, you may be thinking I ran a few laps around the track at the gym or hit the treadmill, did some cardio. Or you may be thinking I've started a new diet and I've kept to it. No, child, I'm talking about removing I know it's going to sound crazy. Removing my IUD. And let me explain, okay? For all y'all, go and run tell my grandma. I think that's a little bit of guilt and shame. Not shame, but guilt. Me saying that because my grandma is going to kick my tail if she ever finds out, because she just don't want me to have no more children. As she would say it in that voice with those facial expressions. And I get it. But listen, so I've had the copper IUD paragard for about 2 years now, and it's been horrible to the point where I'm like legit getting angst a few days, maybe a week before. I say a week before my period would start, I would get really anxious and just would dread the idea of experiencing such heavy bleeding, such intense cramps, and feeling pregnant every month and questioning myself every single month. Am I pregnant? It's like pregnancy symptoms and then full-fledged bloody massacre. Sorry, TMI, but you asked for it. You clicked on this video, honey. So, I finally went with my gut and got it removed yesterday. And the reason why it took me so long to decide this is because I know that there is a major, huge possibility that I can get pregnant within the month. Because, story of my life, right? I have 4 biological children. So it's been taking me that long because my husband don't want to get his life together and get this vasectomy. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to be done. I think I want one more kid. And you're probably thinking I'm crazy, but this is my business and this is my life. So you just need to stay in your lane and hear this story if you so choose, okay? And I'm sorry to be so harsh and rash, friend. It's just that, people are always trying to live your life for you, which is the point of this video. The point of this video is not to bash paragard per se. The point of this video is to say that I have given myself permission to make a choice for me because I know what's best for me. I live in this body. So I'm sorry if it's coming off rude, but I feel like I have had to defend myself all my life, and I realize I don't have to do that anymore. So it's going to take a lot of undoing to not do that. So just give me grace, girl. Give me grace. I'm a hot mess. God is really teaching me what it looks like to have non-negotiables. And a new non-negotiable for me is that I am not going to suffer with ill health because people don't want me to get pregnant. And I'm not saying that's my aim, but I've got to find an alternative to birth control. And I feel like there's something out there that's not going to make me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because estrogen makes me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I was on the pill in early adulthood, and it was bad. So I'm not about to put no Mirena in me. I don't want no IUD. I just don't. I don't want no more IUDs. I don't like it. So let me get to this. So when I got the IUD out, I questioned my GYN for a good solid 30 minutes to make sure this was the move. Going through all my options, and all of the options that he laid on the table were like a no-go. I'm like, I even left with some birth control pills, knowing good and well that that wasn't the move, but I kind of felt bullied into it, which is another reason why this is so empowering for me to be like, you know what? This is my decision and I'm sticking to it. So although I took those birth control pills with me, they in the trash. Sorry, Dr. White. I love you. Because I know that's not is I know that's not what's best for me. I know that ain't gonna work. I've studied me enough to know that that's not gonna work for me. And trial and error gonna figure it out. To God be the glory if I have another baby. If I don't, amen. But I'm not going to risk my health just because I'm trying to prevent pregnancy. So anyway, when I got it out, like it took 2 seconds. I mean, it was like a regular pelvic exam, like getting a pap smear. Opening you up with the, I don't know what it's called, honey, the thing, and it clicks open, and then you're open. I felt a little bit of pressure, but then that was just like opening me up, and then I just felt like, I don't know, something touching me inside. This sounds like so crazy, but all I saw, I didn't even see anything. Like, he's in there. I didn't even feel him pull it out. It was so quick. And then I just felt the little thing come out. And he was like, done. I'm like, I think I love you. Because I was so scared. Getting the IUD put in was horrific. I didn't like it. It was bad. It hurt. But what I can say since getting it out, and I just got it out yesterday, which was January 29th, 2019. I just got it out yesterday, and probably within the hour, I felt different. Still had, heavy bleeding and everything, but I felt better, like a relief. But I ain't gonna lie, when the doctor and nurse left out and I was getting myself cleaned up and dressed, I saw the IUD like in the trash can or whatever, and I was just like, was it really worth it? Like, is this really necessary? Could I just not go through another few years of pain and torment and heavy bleeding, or thinking I'm pregnant, or feeling like I'm dying? All the crazy symptoms that this IUD has brought me. I really was sitting there questioning, looking at it in the trash can, questioning like, was it really worth it? And then it was like a bad breakup, it was like, I was like having this withdrawal thing. I was just feeling like, I don't know if I really should have done that. Was it really causing as many issues as I said it was? And then, when you had a bad breakup, you have to go back, travel back down memory lane a little bit and be like, okay, you know what? X, Y, and Z happened, and this was horrible, and this left me here, and this is where I was when this happened, and that's just not healthy. And I had to do that and be like, okay, I made the right decision. So, friends, if you have some natural birth control alternatives, comment. Let your girl know something, honey. They're saying that paragard is like a natural contraceptive because it's non-hormonal and it's made of copper. But what we fail to realize is our bodies and our doctors do not know if that copper is sustainable for our health. Like, we don't know if it will be an abundance of copper, how our body will perceive and receive the copper in it. And the thing is, I heard from a few blog sites that there is a thing called copper toxicity. And some of those symptoms, girl, were like my symptoms, like every week, every month. Like, I'm like, yo, who knew? And that could have been throwing off all my other labs when I, been dealing with anemia and vitamin D deficiency and stuff. And child, I'm a brain surgery survivor, coming up on 1 year of surviving my first brain surgery. February 2nd, 2018, I had a suboccipital craniectomy, laminectomy, and duroplasty. I have to tell the world every time I get a chance to tell the world, because honey, your girl is still alive, because I almost died. And so February 2nd, 2018, I had that surgery. February 2nd, 2018, I had that surgery. February 22nd, 2018, I had a second brain surgery to clear infection because I contracted post-operative bacterial meningitis and was knocking on death's door until God intervened. Hallelujah. So I'm very, very conscious of my body, but I am taking a stand and I am figuring out my non-negotiables. And one of my non-negotiables was this copper IUD has to get the, you know what, out of me. Friend, I don't know what this journey gonna be like. I have faith that God will provide whatever he wants to provide. He is sovereign. I'm not saying I'm gonna just go out here and live foolishly. But I have faith that, like, God knows right now where I am emotionally. He knows where I am spiritually, mentally. And I told him, I don't think your girl is stable enough to have another kid right now. But I do want another one. If it's in your will. Like, help me. I feel like I've surrendered it. But me doing that, like, it'll let me know that I haven't. But, like, teach me, God, how to surrender this to you. And if you want me to have another baby, that will be done. If not, let my heart be okay. Because, look, y'all, I do want to have another baby, but not right now. I think I'm in the thick of things when it comes to motherhood. This is my youngest. Say hello. Where are you? Say hello.
Hello.
It's oh, you took my hat off. Really? How you know I wasn't trying to hide from the people? So anyway, I want to have another baby, but God knows, like, the way motherhood is right now. Like, I'm in the thick of things in motherhood. I'm dealing with all types of growth spurts from each one of my children. I have 4 biological children, but I have a total of 5 children, and it's a lot going on. It's a lot to process, and it's this is a season where I'm having to do the work of motherhood. Like, you know, as we are learning to breach boundaries, as we are trying the lying bug and having sticky finger syndrome, those types of things, and like figuring out how to tackle those things, not in the way that I think I should do it, but doing it in the way that God teaches us to do it in his word. Like, yes, we have the rod of discipline, but we also have the scepter of guidance. And y'all, it's so hard to, like, it's challenging to parent godly. Whoa, you okay? Yes. Because I know how I was disciplined. I know how I was raised, and not even just how I was raised and how I was disciplined, more so like my emotions. Can I be honest? My emotions say otherwise when it comes to disciplining. And then my emotions a lot of times say, check out, clock out, like, go hide in the hole. Just ignore it. It'll go away. Lies, honey. But anyway, friend, I got this paragard out. I feel better. And I feel empowered, and I feel victorious. I feel victorious because I made a decision for me. I made a decision that was going to benefit me, and I didn't have to ask anybody if it was going to be beneficial for me, because I'm me. I asked myself, and it's okay. It's okay. That's faith. That's my 4-year-old. It's okay to love thyself. And I'm learning that if I don't love thyself, I can't love no one else. I can't even love God appropriately if I don't love myself. Come on, somebody. That's the whole word. All right, y'all. Well, I had to share with the people how I am choosing non-negotiables and learning to show up for myself. Yes. Let's continue this process, friend. Thank you for answering the phone, girl, and thank you for letting me share. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.